Oh, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Faith and Fandom Feedback Friday podcast. I'm Hector Mirai. If you don't know me, I am a local pastor in North Carolina who loves Jesus and geeky things, and we're doing a little news show this morning. I hope you're doing well. Today is going to be short, um, because I have a chunky life. I got to go teach a bunch of middle schoolers some Bible classes, and then somewhere in there, also do photography and invocation for a sonography graduation. Lots of things. Also have Fayetteville Comic Con set up today. Um, Tomorrow's Fayetteville Comic Con, and lots going on. So it's going to be brief. No devotional this morning because my Bible's already packed and ready to go. Let's jump into it. Let's hit some news for the middle of October. First off, because the world can't seem to let go of Big Bang Theory, we're getting a Big Bang Theory spin-off sequel that will focus on Stewart and the dudes who functioned at the comic book shop that the Big Bang community attended. Um, It's in the works at Max, and a lot of the background or recurring characters of Big Bang Theory are probably involved. So you can see some of the headlines with that. So if you're a fan of the Big Bang universe that you want to expand past all of Sheldon's life existence, that's coming. The new Karate Kid movie starring Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio has officially been titled Karate Kids Legends, and that is going to be dropping later in the week or later, in the future. Um, I mentioned last week that there were news stories covering the fact that groups were mobbing together to rob 7-Elevens. This week. It upgraded to train yards. A mob of over 50 people gathered together to rob an entire train yard, like all the stacked up containers, um, in Chicago this week. I mean, if we can organize grand theft on that scale, we could probably accomplish a lot of good if we try. Um, WWE legend, or at least in my opinion, legend, Samantha Irvin, who is one of the announcers for the WWE and the best announcer in her field, sang the national anthem for the Raiders Steelers game last week. Killed it, of course. Um, yeah, not surprising. The anime series for Netflix, Terminator Zero, that starred Jeffrey Wright, Timothy Oliphant, and Rosario Dawson, has been renewed for season two, and we will see some more of that coming in the near future. Brian Danielson, the wrestler who I've never seen wrestle, um, he was kind of in that 15 to 20 year period. I never touched it. Has retired. Retirement in wrestling means usually you take a 3-week trip to Disneyland and then you go work for another company. So, it could be that or whatever else. For y'all who are familiar with the American Dragon, know that that's that. Uh, the One Piece anime is taking a break until April. April 2025. Apparently, the anime has been firing on all cylinders the past year, and it will be taking a break from broadcast until we get into April. Um, Big Bronson Reed, who is a uh, heavyweight Australian wrestler, um, who's made a big impact over the last year, threatened Seth Rollins, another wrestler, via the internet, Twitter, by threatening him like Jesus. He said, "Expect me, Seth, like you expect Jesus to come back. Expect me, Seth. I'm coming," as he posted on his Twitter and Instagram. So two things we should expect in life is the return of Jesus Christ and Bronson Reed's fury for Seth Rollins. Jackie Hill Perry, who has been for most of the Instagram generation has mostly been a pastor or speaker, is dropping her new album on Reach Records today called Practice. So if you are a fan of Jackie Hill Perry or you just want to see what her rap skills look like now, you can check out her new album Practice today. The iRobot director Alex Proyas has called out Elon Musk over the designs of his robot literally being the designs that this dude had in iRobot. And he wants his designs back, as he's called out. No real legal claim, but he's saying you know better. There is a big budget, high dollar cast biblical epic coming to Netflix on December 6th about the life of Mary. Now, one of the big conflicts in Christianity as a whole is how people view Mary and Mary's story and, the difference between Catholicism and Protestant and all the things that regard around Mary. But take heart because Netflix is going to clear all that up. Good morning, Tristan. Thanks for joining in, dude. But yeah, Mary is getting a Netflix biblical epic coming December 6th. So if you are ready to have all of your questions about Mary answered by Netflix, just you wait. Um, in Kanye West news, he has been accused of drugging and assaulting his ex-assistant, guess where? At a Diddy party. Um, so that is going to be pursued a little bit later. The Harvey Awards, which is an art award, have announced a late um, award into their Hall of Fame for creator Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, is being inducted into their Hall of Fame posthumously in that way. Burger King has announced that there is going to now be a Big Dip Cup for Hidden Valley Ranch that you can pair with any sandwich. They've effectively made a trough of ranch for you to dip your whole sandwich in. Because if anything says about the standard of health among our people, it's that now you can get a whole sandwich-sized tub of ranch to dip your sandwich in. That's coming. Um, and if you aren't aware, Tom Holland, Spider-Man actor, gave up alcohol about a year or so ago, or a year or two ago, because he realized it had like a pretty strong hold on him. He has now put out a non-alcoholic beer, which is officially now out, and it's called Beero, like hero with a B. So, A, if you like non-alcoholic beer, B, if you like Tom Holland and want to support his endeavors to provide a beer flavored substitute, you can check that out. Personally, I don't know that the flavor of beer is anything I need extra of. That's like a decaf, but decaf coffee or things like that. It's just like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, either way, Tom Holland made a non-alcoholic beer. Doctor Who star Nshuti Gatwa uh, has been edited out by the BBC from a statement that he made on the Graham Norton show stating that they're going to be filming season three coming up after the holidays. And that got bleeped out and edited out of the Graham Norton show because they have not officially been approved publicly for season three. And Craig T. Davies said, who is the showrunner, said that they will not be renewed for season three until season two airs, and its response on Disney Plus. So, where Nshuti is feeling pretty confident, T. Davies is Russell T. Davies, not Craig T. Davies. Russell T. Davies is feeling like they need to be cautious in how they announce such things. which is understandable because billions of dollars ride on Doctor Who, or at least millions. And yeah, but the BBC says we'll see. Is coming up with that. Uh, One of the theatrical heartthrobs of the past few years has been Sydney Sweeney, the young Euphoria star who's broke out in a bunch of numerous roles, um, and has become a lot of young women's favorite actresses and big ticket item, is bulking up, and I would recommend Googling her images for her upcoming Christy Martin biopic. It's a story of a female boxer, and she got some guns, like she's muscular. That's you should see because it's a big transformation. Um, the Dragon Ball anime, or sorry, the Dragon Ball Z video game Sparking Zero, has crossed 34 million sales in just 24 hours. It has also gone on to become the most played fighting game ever. Um, Even the pre-release having 90,000 players. And it's been breaking records all week long. So congratulations to Dragon Ball Z fans. My condolences to people married or dating Dragon Ball Z fans at this time. Uh, the immensely popular characters from Baldur's Gate 3, Asterion, Shadowheart, and Karlach are getting Funko Pops that will all be released in December. Or sorry, uh January or December. Hold on, I got it right here. Yeah, December 21st, 2024. You can get your Karlach Funko Pop, including a little teddy bear, just in time for Christmas. Um, the Hallow app, which is a prayer app, um, where sometimes like celebrities lead you in prayer, like Mark Wahlberg or things like that. Bear Grylls um is reading Mere Christianity on the Hallow app. So if you've ever said, man, you know what would be great to hear Bear Grylls read C.S. Lewis, you have that opportunity now, and you can check that out on the Hallow app. Netflix is officially developing a new Pride and Prejudice series. Um, for those of you who need more Pride and Prejudice and, you know, period piece kisses. In a sad state, Liam Payne of One Direction is dead after falling from a roof hotel roof in Buenos Aires. And there's been a big response to that from fans, from other musicians, and things like that. Um, there also have appears to be new news related to the Menendez brothers that could have them freed, and their family is set to hold a press conference coming up. Um, Netflix be doing the most with like changing the course of history with some crime documentaries. Ren Collective drops a new album called Folk, which will drop on uh, October 25th. So next week, Ren Collective has a new album out. Um, in a tragic story here in North Carolina, Tyler Burton or Tyrek Burton, 37, uh, was murdered just hours after getting married. Literally, on the way from the wedding, was murdered, and he was shot 15 times. And it is, from reports that I've seen so far, being just labeled as a road rage incident. To imagine literally having the just married on your vehicle and going to that place. K-pop star J-Hope from BTS has officially been discharged from his 18 months of military service in South Korea. And speaking on South Korea, things are escalating very heavily there in terms with North Korea, as North Korea has officially started blowing up all the bridges and roads in between North Korea and South Korea. Tristan says he's would love to hear Alan Richson read the Bible. I would too. Um, I think he'd do a good job. Tom Holland says that he has read the Spider-Man 4 script, and his quote is, "It needs work." But the writers are doing a great job. I read it 3 weeks ago and it really lit a fire in me. Zendaya and I sat down and read it together, and we were at times bouncing around the living room. So Tom Holland, although stating it needs work, says it's going to be a good ride. Um, Marvel Comics has officially announced that coming up in the future, there is going to be a rise of Emperor Doom as Doctor Doom takes over the entire planet. Um, all Is this a desperate attempt to hype up RDJ? Who knows? It's Always Sunny and Abbott Elementary have shared a photo from their crossover episode as it's filming, so that's literally happening. Fantastic Four this week at New York Comic Con got a little bit of a teaser in Marvel's new promotional logo. You can see their design for Herbie the Robot, Fantastic Four's little homie. Um, Police are currently searching, as of the last update I saw, for a Hamilton Broadway dancer who disappeared in North Carolina. This dancer, Zalig Williams, he's 28, was reported missing, and his car was found with all of his stuff in it, wallet, keys, everything, in a parking lot near the Congaree National Park. Um, yeah, near Columbia, South Carolina. SpaceX did something pretty incredible this week in the fact that they launched a rocket, but then the booster rocket they actually pulled back down into a parking spot where it was caught by two giant chopsticks. So SpaceX did something we've never done before as a nation or world, is literally launch a rocket and then catch it back pretty masterfully. Um, if you've ever thought you were petty, there's a new definition for it. A husband who has divorced his wife is now demanding back the kidney he gave her as part of the divorce settlement. Um, People. Just Ghislaine Silva um, de Seuss. I'm gonna say her name again. Ghislaine Silva de Seuss um, got justice this year as she has a full Batman story of her dad was murdered by a guy. So she became a cop, tracked him down, and arrested the dude that killed her dad 25 years ago. You are vengeance. You are the night. A Lewis Stevenson, a social media influencer, TikToker, YouTuber, um, died this week after falling 630 feet to his death from trying to scale the highest bridge in Spain without any safety equipment. He's known for doing photo shoots from standing on top of roller coasters to really tall buildings and stuff. And he sadly passed away this week from those actions. Um, that's it for me in terms of news. And I am not going to take the time to do a lot of the like others. Oops, sorry. The other stuff I do normally in terms of rolling the dice description, everything. But I do want to share with you the last Bible passage I read before I bounce today. Isaiah 55 is what my pastoral staff did in devotions yesterday. It says, come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, you who have no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Why spend money on what is not bread? That alone uh is a wonderful verse of scripture. Why spend money on what is not bread? Because carbs are life. And your labor on what does not satisfy. Listen to me, and eat what is good, and you will delight in the richest of fare. Verse 3 says, give ear and come to me. Listen that you may live. I will make an everlasting covenant with you. My faithful love promised to David. See, I have made him a witness to the people, a ruler and a commander of the peoples. Surely you will summon nations you know not, and nations you do not know will come running to you because of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, for he has endowed you with splendor. Verse 6 is a timely verse, literally about time. Verse 6 says, seek the Lord while he may be found, call on him while he is near. just we need to pay attention to our time and opportunities we have. Verse 7, let the wicked forsake their ways and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn from the Lord, and he will have mercy on them, and to our God with mercy on them, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. And I'm gonna stop there just because I literally have to go be at a school in a moment and I have to go. But I want to say I thank y'all and I love y'all and I appreciate you. Today I'll be setting up at Fayetteville Comic Con. Tomorrow and or Saturday and Sunday I'll be at Fayetteville Comic Con. The following week I will be at Empire Comic Con in Ridgeland, Georgia, Enfield, Georgia, Effingham. I don't know, somewhere near Savannah. Um, and then Yeah, lots going on. Lynn, thank you. And it's good to hear from you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go teach middle school kids Bible classes and then take photos and pray over some sonography and then teach some more middle school Bible classes. I hope y'all have a great day and I look forward to hearing from you soon. See you at a con.